Hi, everybody. My name is Ashley Ebert, and I am here hosting the IDTMyWay podcast, where we explore innovation, design, and technology, and the incredible men and women and companies that do it their way. Today, I have with us Bob Stakenborghs with Advanced Microwave Imaging. I got the company down, and he has some incredible technology that we're going to discuss a little bit today. But first of all, hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm great. So excited that you're here. Before we kind of dive into your incredible company and technology, I kind of want to talk about you and kind of just talk about, first of all, where did you go to school and really how did you end up in the industry in general?
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I graduated from LSU in 2000, no, sorry, 1979. 1979, and then I got my in mechanical engineering, and then I got my master's degree from Catholic University in DC in 1985. And I worked in 1980. I started in the nuclear power industry, and I worked in the nuclear power industry for quite some time. Well, pretty much my entire career. So doing things, and so with that, we did mechanical engineering work at nuclear power plants throughout the U.S. and a few international, but mostly the U.S.
Awesome. So kind of with that, just tell me the history about AMWI. I really want to know about that and kind of the vision, where that started, and where you saw a gap in the industry and what led you to that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I got involved in 2004 with microwave inspection of plastics and fiberglass materials. And then that was just really just where it all started. And then in 2020, I decided that I wanted to start my own company and kind of do my own thing to advance the technology, really. And so the vision of advanced microwave imaging was kind of, formed back in 2004. And then what I really intended to do was to really bring the latest and greatest in multi-frequency technology and very specialized inspection antenna, which there really wasn't the use of an inspection antenna prior to 2020, which was really kind of interesting to me, because the antenna is really where the rubber meets the road for this. It's how we get that electromagnetic energy into the part that we're trying to inspect. So without that antenna, it's kind of a crapshoot as to exactly how much energy is getting in and what it looks like and things like that. So it's and it turned out that obviously hindsight 2020 might not have been the best year to do it. But, so it was a cursing. It was actually turned out to be a cursing and a blessing, 2020, because of COVID, because it slowed things down enough to where we were able to make all these developments over time and not be really pressured. We had enough work coming in, enough income that it didn't really affect us tremendously. So it was interesting. It was good.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I love that. Well, hopefully 2021 is a better year than 2020 for sure. So with that, you kind of already touched on it, but I really want to get into the not super nitty gritty, because we'll save that for IDT Expo, the event. But I want to kind of hear a little bit more about your technology and kind of the value that it offers to industry and why people should be interested in your company and what you guys do.
Okay, sure. So the basics of microwave inspection are that it gives you the ability to volumetrically inspect composite materials in a way that has been done somewhat in the past, but it gives us a much better picture and a lot more data associated with that part. So let's take a piece of fiberglass, for instance. Let's say that there's a delamination somewhere in the fiberglass. You're looking at could be a pipe wrap, pipe repair, could be a fiberglass wind turbine blade. So some of these are relatively thick pieces of components, let's say. So when we do the inspection, we set the microwave energy into the part, and we look for reflected waves coming out of that part. And those reflections can be due to a delamination, to a void, or to the metal surface itself down below if you're protecting a metal pipe. And then with the use of the multi-frequency, now I can do some post-processing on the reflected signal to where I can tell you the approximate depth of where that reflection is coming from, whether is it on the surface, is it down below, or is it actually at the metal surface in the pipe. And so that offers a level of understanding of the parts and the potential defects that has not been previously available.
Yeah. So would you say that your technology, man, you're really on the forefront of helping people figure out problems with their products, with their pipelines, with their systems? Is that is that a way that you would describe your technology?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There are a lot of traditional volumetric inspection methods, particularly ultrasound. And then so the first thing is that everybody goes, oh, well, let's try ultrasound on this part. And what you find, it's sometimes difficult to do. There are immersion tables involved. There's a couplant involved. And then the fiberglass is particularly difficult for ultrasound because there's so many acoustic reflectors, and we're not relying on acoustic reflectors. So this is all electromagnetic energy that's air coupled. So first of all, we don't need a couplant. We don't need to immerse the part. So that gives us an immediate advantage over ultrasound. And then there's other advantages as well in that it's not as affected by the glass fibers and fiberglass, and so we get a little bit better image than ultrasound can give you in some of these parts. And the other interesting thing is that, and this is an area that we're still looking at exploring, is that the parts are very lightweight. I can create the inspection equipment and make it relatively lightweight. So we're looking at things like putting it on drones and other high-tech robotic applications to make it a little more innovative and to be able to be used in remote locations.
Wow, that is awesome. There's so many cool things that you can do. I cannot believe that you got bored in the nuclear industry and you went to that, but it sounds just as exciting as nuclear. So
it's interesting because it's a new technology. So you think about microwaves. Microwaves have been around. The radar started in the 40s. Microwave ovens started coming out in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
But there's still changes. Like your cell phone operates on microwave energy. It's a carrier for communication. So and with that, another application that's going on now is you've got probably, if you bought a new car, if you have a new car, you probably have about maybe 10 to 15 little microwave sensors on your automobile, because it's used for whenever you get too close to anything and it starts to go beep, 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 that's a microwave that's causing that. They're checking the reflections from something you're about to hit. So it's trying to tell you that.
That is so cool. Well, I use that every day because I can't back up without a backup camera. So I love that. That's amazing. Kind of want to switch it to IDT Expo because we are so excited to have you at our June 4th event. I think it's going to be amazing and super exciting. And it's just really cool to have a newer technology represented at our event. So with that, I kind of want to ask, what are some of the benefits that you see in participating in IDT Expo in general?
Well, because it's a new technology, so we'll go back to when I first started doing this. I always thought it was a really cool application, and that it had some really great potential. And so you think about, oh yeah, it's a better mousetrap, right? But what you don't know is that when you build a better mousetrap, you've got to go out and find the mice, because we couldn't find the mice. We still can't really. So it's just getting the information out there that this technology and this technique is available. And also, what are the benefits of it? So the benefits are, like I said, it's easy to use. It's very portable. It doesn't require a couplant. And so there's a lot of benefits that you can go down this list and see where microwave inspection in general would be beneficial, in a lot of different areas. And so but without things like, IDT Expo and other places like that, it's difficult to get that information out there. So that's where I think the real benefit is just once people see it and they understand how it works, then we start to get these requests for, inspection or equipment and things like that. And that's what it's all about. Just trying to get the info out there.
Absolutely. Well, we really hope that IDT Expo is the place for you to do that. We're really excited for the June 4th event. And for anybody who's interested in coming and visiting Bob at our June 4th IDT Expo event, you can actually register online. We both have an in-person and a virtual option, so whatever you're comfortable with. But if you want to come see Bob, shake his hand in person, he will be here. And yeah, you can go visit idtexpo.com to register. It's completely free. We just ask that you do it before the event. But Bob, thank you so much for sharing about your company and about your technology. It is really cutting edge, and we're really excited that you're helping us out with IDT Expo. Thank you.
Thank you. And I appreciate the opportunity, and look forward to meeting everybody at IDT Expo.
Awesome. We'll see you June 4th. Bye.
See you there. Bye.